Okay, so I'm just doing a video today. Called this place called El Paso Bail Bonds. El Paso Bail Bonds in Cotulla, Texas. I paid them $1,000 on 3/22/2021. I was wrongfully charged with some false crime in Cotulla as I was leaving. I've told this story before. I was leaving the property at my own will. I was and I was moving out. I've got stuff stolen in Cotulla as I was moving out, and I got a gun put right into my face. Still, nobody has ever been arrested there that for putting a gun in my face and stealing my stuff in Cotulla. Instead, the sheriffs there arrested me after I got a gun put in my face. Okay, then I got put in jail, and I was told that I could bail myself out. So I paid $1,000 to a place called El Paso Bail Bonds in Cotulla. Okay, then then there. So I look on my record. There's nothing on my Texas record anymore. I got my criminal record report recently. There's no charges in Cotulla, so they must have dropped everything because they know they're in extreme trouble. Apparently, there's nothing on my record anymore. So I just called this place and requested, how do I get my money back? All the charges were dropped. I just requested, because and then I if you remember, there was a video. I did a video. I got wrongfully pulled over here in Minnesota just a few months ago, and for no reason. Okay, I get pulled over for no reason all the time. It's called police harassment. I have probably the biggest police harassment case that of anybody in the entire country. I've been pulled over like 40 times, 50, since 2013. It's nonstop, and it's not only do they pull me over, they drive by every day, and then what they do is they arrest me and then bail myself out. They did this in Hastings, Minnesota. I'm still owed money there. They did this in Texas. But when I was pulled over here a few months back, she just pulled me over for no reason, and she said, "Oh, by the way, there's some warrants in Texas." And then so I requested some criminal record. I don't have anything in there. I don't have anything that showed up in Texas. Okay, so I just, according to the criminal records, I don't have anything that showed up. I was the one that had something illegal happen to me, and I ended up arrested in Cotulla. This is the sheriffs in Cotulla, Texas, that did this. So I just call her because I'm trying to get this $1,000 back. That's what the law says. It says if your charges are dropped, you are eligible to have your bail money refunded. Okay. This is the law. So, why doesn't any of these bail bond places and the courts know the law? Do I have to, does everybody have to be retrained in the law in the United States? Because it's called fraud and racketeering. So if you can't give the bail money back, that's called fraud and racketeering when the charges have been dropped. That means that you arrested somebody wrongfully to begin with because the charges were dropped. Okay? So what part of you have to give that bail money back don't you understand? Otherwise, that's considered fraud and racketeering. Is there something you don't understand there that I'm missing? Because maybe somebody needs to inform me what I'm missing here. So let's call her back, and because she said, I don't know the law. Oh, really? What's the law? Okay, what is the law here? Okay. She said, I don't know the law. So I'm calling El Paso.
Hi, thank you for calling El Paso Bail Bonds. Sorry I missed your call.
Now she's not answering the phone.
Number and a brief message, and I will return your call as soon as possible. If you're required to come in and report in person, that time is from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
I just talked to her, and she said I don't know the law, and that I don't have to give the bail money back.
Please record
Oh, really? Show me. And I said, what's the statute? What is the statute that says that in Texas? Because you know what, you know what? I just talked to you, and I'm waiting for you to tell me what the statute is that you can keep my bail money. Otherwise, it's called racketeering and fraud. I'm requesting a callback where you can so you can tell me what the statute is where you think you can keep my bail money. If you think you can keep bail money when a charge has been completely dropped, that's called fraud and racketeering, and I will have you investigated and arrested for that. Okay, so if we want to continue playing games, that's fine, and we'll just have you arrested for that because you can't do that. That's not the law. The law says otherwise. You know, I mean, does somebody just have to retrain the entire police and these bail bond people? Because it's all like a racketeering scam. And they've done this to me for years.
If you are satisfied with your message,
So I just left her a message.
To listen to your message, press to send your message with normal delivery. Press 1 to send your message. Thank you.
Okay, somebody just called me. Okay, so this guy's calling me back. This guy's calling me back. That he said he owns El Paso bail bonds. Robert Herrera.
Hello,
Is this Robert?
this is Robert.
Yes, Robert. I just made a phone call to the El Paso bail bonds.
Yeah, that's my company. How are you doing?
I'm not okay right now because she just tried to tell me that she doesn't have to give my bail money back, and that's not what the law says.
Actually, you're still a fugitive.
Oh, I am. Really? I don't have any kind of thing on my criminal record anymore that showed up in just a recent criminal check. Really? Why would I be a fugitive when I got the one? I'm the one. This is really interesting. This is super funny. Okay, let's see. What is Rob? How do you know? Did you get that info from the sheriff, the local criminal sheriff?
No, the district attorney's office. They
Oh,
actually filed.
really?
I gotta pay the bond for. Yeah, excuse me. I gotta pay the bond forfeiture on the 28th.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
what was I supposed to get some kind of notice in the mail about this, Robert? Because you know this is back in 2021
The
now.
address you gave us was in Cotulla,
Hmm.
and I think the last address we have for you is in Cotulla, and you don't live in Cotulla.
No, I was only there temporarily, and it's been a nightmare. It was a nightmare. Okay, so would you like to tell me the details? Was I supposed to be sent information about this? Okay, really? This is really interesting. Okay, yeah. Tell the whole world, Robert, how the criminals in Texas roll. Woo, woo, lash them up. Yeah, boy.
Can I get your
Yeah.
email?
Oh, yeah. This is really a total. You know. Yeah. Oh, this is like the wild South. We just roll the way we want to roll in Texas. Okay, let's go, Robert. What's the story?
What's your email address, and I'll send you the bond forfeiture.
Oh, really? I'm still a fugitive because I got a gun put in my face. Really? What am I a fugitive for? Boy, everybody watch out. Watch out. What? I got a gun in my face, Robert. And so what are the sheriff down in Cotulla? You know what? This sheriff in Cotulla is the funniest sheriff I've ever met. He has all of his deputies that aren't even deputized working for him. They're all his buddies. Half of the deputies in Cotulla are not even deputized with licenses. FYI. Yeah, FYI. Everybody just, let it be known. Let it be known. I don't have to give you anything.
No, you don't.
Okay,
You don't.
what is the information about me that you have? Excuse me, what is the information that you have about me? Because I just got a criminal record in the mail that says I don't have anything on the record from there. So what is the story that you're getting that's completely different from what showed up in a criminal report? You're just in your own world in Texas. You're in like, woo, Robert's world and the Texas Sheriff's world, woo, Wayne's world. Wayne's World. What's the story, Robert? Why am I a fugitive?
Because you didn't go to court, Debbie. That's why.
I was never told about the court, and I said I can't make it down there. I'm never going down there in my life. I responded, Robert, and I said I cannot make it down to the court date.
I saw your letter back in 2020.
I responded. I said I can't make it, and I cannot make it down there.
But that's not an appearance.
So I said I requested a Zoom appearance, and they never contacted me. So that's on you.
Basically, the judge didn't grant it. That's why.
I could not make it to a court date halfway down the planet because I don't live there anymore. So then you have to by law offer them a Zoom court date. Do you not know anything about the law? When someone can't make it to a court date because they live halfway across the country, you have to, by law, provide them with a Zoom court date because I don't live there anymore. And if you don't, then you're in the wrong. Then you are against the law. And they did not provide me with a court date, Robert, a Zoom link. So they are completely 100% illegal. Them and their fake deputies.
Debbie, why are you yelling?
So they didn't send me the court date Zoom link, Robert, and I don't live there anymore. So how was I supposed to make it to the court date?
I understand.
How was I supposed to make it to the court date, Robert?
Why are you yelling?
How was I supposed to make it to a court date? The whole world is listening. How was I supposed to make it to a court date, Robert, when I don't live there anymore?
Louder, it'll fix it. It's not gonna work.
How was I supposed to? Oh, they always play this game. And then all of a sudden I'm the wacko. Oh, let's see. How soft am I supposed to talk to the criminal sheriffs before they? Okay, is this good enough? Is this low enough for you? Okay.
Sounds good. Yeah,
Robert.
makes more sense.
Robert. Oh, Robert. Oh,
Why are you yelling?
Robert. Woo-hoo. Robert. Is that good enough for you? Should I sing to you?
Hey,
Should I sing to you? Would you like that?
no.
Is this nice enough talk for you? Because apparently Robert just is like, he needs like the kids' gloves. He needs like the kids' gloves in Texas. That's how they roll. They can't figure out how to do anything. Okay, Robert, we're listening.
Look,
Why wasn't I sent a Zoom court date like you were supposed to do?
I'm gonna send you an email. Let me just check this out. See what I have.
Why wasn't I sent a Zoom? I don't need to tell you anything. This has been completely deleted off my criminal record. I just got a criminal report. There's nothing that shows up on my record anymore. So you're full of shit. And you're just making all this up, and I'm going to hang up on you. He's full of shit. I got a criminal record report.
You're free to hang up if you'd like. That's fine. The fact is, you're still wanted. That's.
Oh, so if I go to Texas, I'm going to get arrested because they didn't send a Zoom link like I requested because clearly I don't live there anymore. So how do you expect somebody to show up for a court date when they don't live there anymore? And you don't provide them a Zoom link. How does Robert and the criminal sheriffs there expect somebody to show up for a court date when they know that I don't live there anymore? How was I supposed to show up, Robert? Were you going to send a plane or a horse or a buggy? How was I supposed to show up? That's how, we don't really know how they roll in Texas because it's like a different world down there. Just FYI.
Horse.
Yeah, were you going to send a horse and buggy for me or what? How was I supposed to make it to the court date?
Let me see here.
Yeah. Let's listen to what this is really quite humoring. This is really quite humoring, and you know that I have footage of the gun that was put in my face at the trailer park there. But yet Eddie was never arrested, was he? Was Eddie arrested yet?
I wasn't there.
Okay, well, I did nothing wrong. I got something wrong done to me, and I reported it. In fact, I've got so many reports on you that I'm just going to start sharing them with the rest of the world. Okay, so that's fine. We're going to just play this game now. I recorded these guys, these dumb cops in Cotulla like 10 times and all the different violations they did in that trailer park like 10 times. Okay, they are the dumbest cops I've ever seen in my life. Okay, none of them are deputized. The sheriff in Cotulla just hires whoever his buddies are, and they're not even deputized. They don't even have badges. Oh, that's totally legal though, right, Robert?
Oh, I don't work for the sheriff's department.
Okay, so how do you know anything about my case?
Because I'm your bondsman.
Oh, okay.
All I know.
Well, what I know is the criminal reports showed up that said nothing, everything has been dropped. So how do you have it different information that showed up on a national database?
Because you haven't been convicted.
Well, I would so it was their job, Robert, to send a Zoom court date because I responded and I said I cannot make it down there. So what else was I supposed to do? I couldn't make it down for a court date. There's no way I'm ever going to Texas. There's no way I'm ever going to Texas again in my life. So see how they play these games, and this is how they keep your money, and it's called fraud and racketeering. So we're just going to charge you now, Robert, with fraud and racketeering. Are you ready for that charge to come?
Sure.
That's fine, okay? Because I don't play games anymore. There's no games involved anymore here. When I've been harassed this bad for this many years, I'm not playing any games with any of you criminal courts or bondsmen. Okay? So I'm still, I'm a wanted fugitive. Just so everybody knows. Because the criminal courts in Cotulla never sent me a Zoom link for my court date that I requested. So now I'm a fugitive. See how they roll? And then they're all in cahoots together and they keep your money. This is how they keep your money. They keep playing games and you can never get ahead with them, and then they just keep all your money. And they're not even real deputies. You're in so much trouble.
Okay.
I'm not playing any games with these guys. The biggest criminals I've ever seen are in Texas. With the same thing in Uvalde, I got illegally arrested just in a parking lot, sitting in a public parking lot. And I got my wrist strained. And they almost broke my wrist. Those were the same guys in Uvalde, Texas, that there was those 19 kids that died in that, and there was somebody in the trailer park in Cotulla that had paid me money to drive them to Uvalde to drop them off somewhere that evening, and I'm just turning around in a parking lot, and the police come in Uvalde, who I'm sure they were tracking me illegally to begin with, and they come in my car and said, "Do you know where you are? You're not supposed to be parked here." And I said, "There's no signs." And I said, I've been here for like 3 minutes, and they illegally grabbed me out of the car. They're the biggest criminals I've ever seen in Texas. The deputies and the sheriffs. Okay, so be aware.